Yesterday, the futures were up 8 handles. And I'm like, hey guys, this is what we call the H-cell setup, meaning you had a shot across the bow on Tuesday. You could short some into strength and then add when it breaks the low. And that was right here. Remember, I was like, hey, you could probably short into 664 or add to your hedges. And then if it breaks 662.17, you then get another trade to the downside. And PS, we went to 559.67. So that was a really good way to make money. So we'll see what happens here. 559.67 is yesterday's low. Right now, the SPYs are above it. So are we going to have an inside day or are we going to break that? I have some 660 puts on that I put on 2 days ago for tomorrow. I am short some SPYs, but I'm also massaging some positions also. I'm not fully out of everything, but you got to be a bit careful. Qs did the same thing. Same H-cell setup. If you didn't do it with the SPYs, you could have did it with the Qs. This is when it broke half of Monday, showing that sellers actually finally had a little power. And then when it broke through 597, you went as low as 593.37. So that was a nice little short trade. Intel has been really good to the dog. Why would I still be in Intel? And why did I buy more Intel? Because just like every other pattern out there, this was looking fantastic. Put this on as a power play. And that was down here, not knowing that they're going to do a deal with NVIDIA, deal with the government. PS, those options went from 50 cents to $6. We sold half of the power play shares. Everyone's like, why are you holding some? I'm like, well, let's see how much of this gap holds. I bought some options in the hole. I said we could be a buyer versus 28.73. It turned up yesterday. I had the $25 calls here, believe it or not. I rolled them up to the 31.50s and I bought the stock. And now we'll see if it gets above 32.28 to see if it can get towards the next level, which is 35-ish. So anyway, I figured I'm going to follow the money. I'm going to play with Washington. If they're doing deals with NVIDIA and the government, chances are they're going to get some bigger deals down the road for actually revenue. But anyway, now they're trying to get a deal with Apple. Tesla's down a little bit, not a big deal. I am still in some stock, in some options. Continues to show relative strength. It showed a lot of relative strength yesterday in a sea of red. That's why I'm long it. Maybe we go red to green. And if we do, that would build a nice little upper flag here for then maybe a sideways action that'll take out 444 to head towards the highs. If this continues to trade the way it's trading and it wants to get above this 488, which it hasn't done, and it's continuing to go sideways and go, maybe I will buy some $500 calls. I think I got to get another power play on here because Tesla's been a power play since here and we only have a third left. So maybe I will do power play options with Tesla. But anyway, IREN was a name that my institutional friends brought me. Right around here, I put it on the alpha team. I followed every single rule that Red Dog puts out there in Evergreen World. I had a tight pattern and went above it. It gapped up. It never filled this gap, showing power. It held the 8-day. You're long things above the 8-day. You're not short them. There are a lot of people shorting this thing. PS, you don't fight trends. You stick with them. And this one, wow. I remember saying this could be $50 when it was 25, and holy cow, it's going to be $50. New names do show up. I've been a little bit more focused on the WULF, which hasn't been great. It's one of my 10 positions, so I've been buying dips and trading around it. I do think at some point it gets above 1177. Typically, we do get stronger in Bitcoin in October, November. I'm going to stick with this, and I'm going to keep building a big position in options. It's going to go to 14 to 1680. So I still like this a lot. I'm actually in ARM. Finally, it perked up a little bit yesterday. It's not doing what I thought it would do, but the semis are kind of under pressure. They sold NVIDIA off after that big, awesome news that everyone got so excited about. But anyway, I stayed with some options. And as long as this holds this 140 area, if the market doesn't implode in the next week or two, I think ARM looks pretty good too. I'm in some options. It can maybe go out a little bit, go out of 2-3 weeks, and maybe it fills this and gets better. If the market wants leaders, this could be a leader. You know what was really good to me yesterday? JD and the Chinese names. I didn't have Baba. I didn't have Baidu because I kind of took my profits and got away from there, unfortunately. Now it's got a gap. So I guess C, does it hold this 175 and continue? I think it's a little extended and a little hard to buy now, but we did make a ton of money in this and you just got to take a piece of it. And what did it do? Oh, what a quinky dink. Strong stocks hold the 8-day. You don't short strong stocks above the 8-day. I will say JD made me a lot of money yesterday. If you remember, I had JD on as a power play here, $33 calls. And then I reduced into this spot, the 33s. I pulled in, I bought the 35s, and then I reduced those. And into this pull in, I bought the 35s, and then boom, that was yesterday. So I sold some of the 35s into the strength, and then it pulled back a little bit, and I bought some of the 37s. That's what you call rolling up options and taking some profits, and then on a dip, continuing the trend. And I do think this could continue. There was a lot of news out of Asia and China and this and that they rolled out all these AI assistants. A lot of people don't really consider this an AI play, but it's an AI play. I'm in a bunch of that.
Sign up for Scott's free newsletter by scanning a QR code or clicking on the link in the profile bio.